My name is Yoni Cohen. I'm the founder of Snowball VFX. Snowball started 6.5 years ago. We were just 2 or 3 animators. I was one of them, doing everything from start to finish. And we've decided to open up Snowball VFX, and the search for the name was quite exhausting. Then one of the guys said, "What about Snowball?" And I said, "Well, Snowball. And if you watch out for it and if you keep it, tamed, then it doesn't turn into an avalanche. So yeah, let's take Snowball and let's start getting bigger with it." Visual effects is just one of the things that we're doing here. We're doing animation, CG animation and visual effects. And we got a second sister company, Snowball Productions, which deals with content creation. We're using the N series. That's the main online storage for the facility. We currently have, I think, approximately 100 terabytes of data on this storage online before the compression, which means that after compression we're getting approximately 200 terabytes. We can buy a smaller system but maintain the same capacities and the same performance of the bigger system. And that was the key advantage. You need to be able to store lots of data. You need everything online because you have mass amount of people working simultaneously on the same volumes. You need to keep it up and running and performing in a very high throughput. With the different projects we started to expand, and along came a request for a huge TV production, Vipo the Flying Dog. Our goal is to try and get the regular TV production budget and create something that would be a lot more appealing and interesting for the viewers. We started calculating the amount of data that we will need to save on the storage, and the multipliers were, significantly higher than just 4 times standard definition, because it wasn't just the image files that got bigger, it was the amount of 3D data, the quality of the data, the amount of fur, the amount of simulation, the size of the textures. Everything became, gigantic. It's a small feature film in terms of the type of data that we're dealing with. And we had to get 600 minutes of animation through the pipeline, rendered, composited and edited for high definition delivery. Most of the storage space is consumed by two types of files. One of them is the 3D animation files. Once we put them through compression, they get from 100% to 30%, so we save up 70% of the size on the disk. And the beauty of it is that, as opposed to being able to save them as a zip file through the 3D animation software, which is an alternative solution, but it takes time. And when we're doing it with real-time compression, we're not losing time on compressing and decompressing the files. So we're working with them as if they're the full file with no compression. It was just like, unbelievable. We're just scaling with it and adding more and more disks and shelves to the system, and scaling the performance and the capacity of the studio as we grow. We're not sitting in Los Angeles, we're not sitting in Manhattan, we're here in Israel. We're trying to work with clients from all over the world, and we just have to be competitive. It's a delicate combination of elements that without them we couldn't survive. No matter what's the pricing on the discs and how many discs do we actually need, if we do use real-time compression, we get the benefit of just having twice as much. You set up a share, you tell the system to compress it, and the users are not even aware of the fact that the data is compressed. It's all transparent. You just plug and play. I'm not an outsider just talking about financial impacts. I'm actually looking at how that solution will work for us, both from management point of view, but also from being an artist and knowing what the artist there will need.
How would you rate the real-time compression technology? Scale of 1 to 5.
For me, the data compression is not a 1 to 5 question. It's like it's a black and white. I couldn't do or maintain the amount of data that we need without it. So it's just a matter of that's what we need, and that's why we implemented it. I'm more of a manager, animator, and a creative guy than an IT guy. But I like to get new toys. I like to get more render nodes and more storage space, because with more power I can create better looking visuals.